This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Klutz Auto Game of the Week as we come to you from the Knott County Central Patriot Field as the Hazard Bulldogs made the 20-mile drive up to get in a big regional softball game. And want to welcome everybody aboard. Manus Blair, Jim McCauley, and David Adams with you, and all the hometown crew here at the Knott County Central softball field. And Jim, softball and baseball in full swing.
Hey, it's like we went from the football field to the gymnasium and now out here with our Cracker Jacks and peanuts, ready to watch some quality 14th region softball.
Absolutely. Man, as you looking at this team, Hazard a little more experience on the field than Knott Central.
Well, Coach Combs is trying to build his program, and with each year seems like getting a little bit better. And, of course, they come in at 8-5, but 6 of those wins have been in the 14th region, and the one loss they've had has been to Prairie Central. So,
yeah,
looking forward to it, and, of course, being our first game. And Jim failed to mention hot dogs.
Don't worry. He'll mention them soon.
No, guys. But listen. I wanted a hot dog, but the problem is our crew was – I think they may have run out of hot dogs.
Yeah, they're very guilty of having a few. Jim, you look at Knott Central. Well, Alarnas is a kid that's playing pretty well right now.
They don't have the the state records out. Yeah, they should have them out in the next week, but she's hit 7 home runs already this year. And I told Manus this morning, I'd say she's in the top 5 or 10 in the state in home runs right now. Much improved Knott Central team from last year. You add the 2 McLarness girls. You're going to have Samara Bailey on the mound. And then I was very impressed with Drew Reed at third base, the games I've watched. A very good defensive player.
Good hands.
Yeah, really good hands, good arm. Knott Central, definitely a team on the rise, coming off of a disappointing district loss to Jenkins this week. And Hazard, on the other hand, guys, they can hit the ball.
Absolutely.
They've got their first 5 hitters are hitting well in the 400s. So it could be an offensive game today.
Yeah, and a little bit of wind blowing out as I look out to the flag. And
got some clouds coming up from the Hazard area this way. We hope that will hold off.
I hope it will stay in Hazard. Nothing against the people of Hazard.
Right.
Until after this game's over anyway. But field looks in really good shape.
It is.
I love the smell of fresh cut grass.
And want to remind everyone, Hometown 24, we do have our schedule completed for softball and baseball. Next week on Wednesday, we will have Hazard and Prairie, and that game will be at Hazard High School. So that's and then on Friday night, we'll tell you more about that on Wednesday.
Yeah, traveling to Breathitt County, I think, on Friday night.
I think so, and it should be a dandy in Jackson. So we'll let you know each night we're out the next game that's coming up. So
and if it's raining somewhere, we may end up going somewhere else.
Yeah, you never know about us. We may just travel wherever we need to go. But anyway, this game is shortly going to get started here at the Knott County Central softball field as our national anthem will be coming up. And when we get back, we'll have our starting lineups on the field as Manus Blair will give those to you, and we'll get it going. So we'll take a break and come back to Patriot Field, and we'll have some softball when we return.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
For over 25 years, we've fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, Call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back to the Klutz Auto Game of the Week right here at Knott County Central High School as we, on the Hometown 24, tip our season off today with softball. And it'll be the Hazard Lady Bulldogs and the Knott Central Lady Patriots in a big softball matchup. Manus, let's talk a little bit about lineups and how we're going to get started here.
Well, I'll go with the home team, Knott County Central, and where they'll be positioned in their batting order. Kyra McLarnitz will be playing shortstop, batting first, batting second. Addison Conley at second, batting third. Kaylee Lafferty, and she'll be in center field. Samara Bailey will bat fourth, and she will be the pitcher. Drew Reed will bat fifth and play third. Emily Waddell will be the catcher, and then Bella Hammond will bat seventh and at first. Danny McLarnitz will be in left and bat eighth, and Emma Dials will fill the lineup out in right field. And, of course, Samara Bailey will be the pitcher, and she has pitched 14.2 innings, 14 2/3 innings, and she has an ERA of 1.91 so far.
Not bad, Manus player.
I'll tell you what, you'll buy that every day. Now for the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, their lineup, we'll start off with Mallory Combs, and she's batting .405. Batting second will be Riley Griffith at .390. Peyton Fields will bat third, and she is the designated player. She's batting .441. Batting fourth and cleanup, Braylon Eddington, catcher, with a .476 batting average. Heidi Jones will play first, batting .387. Cadence Stallings, .308, and she is sixth. Reagan Elkins, batting .286. Maggie Combs, batting .394. And batting ninth will be Haley Jones at .438. And their pitcher will be Braylon Rowe. And once again, the umpires behind home plate will be Mr. Steve Campbell, and calling the bases will be James Sandlin.
We got a nice little crowd here for the softball game today. As Hazard has brought some fans up with them guys, and Knott Central, of course, the home team here. And you were right, Manus. You mentioned the concession stand. Everybody tells me, I've not had an opportunity yet, but the hot dogs are pretty good.
So if you're listening to us and you're sitting in the bleachers over there, go get you a hot dog.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. We're just about ready to get underway here at Knott County Central Field. It's the Bulldogs and Patriots, and we're ready to go with inning number one.
And Samara Bailey will wind, and here comes the first pitch, and it will be ball one.
Little outside as it trailed.
Yeah, Samara, a big, tall pitcher on the mound, and, she throws the ball pretty good, but, the stride puts her a lot closer than what most pitchers do at 6'2" on the mound.
And there goes the next pitch, and swung and missed by Mallory Combs. Pitch 1-1 now.
Mallory, a good athlete, and when she gets on the bases, she can be a terror out there running. Good speed.
Yep, outfield playing pretty deep against her, but all inside, and that'll be 2-1. Once again, Mallory batting .405 on the season.
Hazard, what I saw, pretty free swingers at the plate.
Yeah, and I think when you're looking at those, and there goes a pop-up into left field, McLarnitz, she gets underneath, and that will be the first out.
Good fundamentals out there from McLarness, both hands on the ball, the way they teach it in Little League.
and got her body in good position to make the catch. Very nice job in the outfield.
And that will next bring up Riley Griffith. And once again, she's batting .390. Bailey looks in. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be hit to Reed. Reed goes with a nice play, comes up with it, but it's going to be a base hit, infield base hit.
Once again, Reed showing that she's got a great glove and good reaction there at third base as she stretched out with extension and made the play. Just not enough arm to get it over there. Off her knees.
Bulldogs got a runner.
And Peyton Fields, batting .441, will step in as Griffith being on first. And there's the pitch, and it was a little bit up or in. I couldn't really tell. Our vantage point, we're not going to be able to tell.
It looked like it was, you was probably right, man. It looked more in there also, as it did have some height on it.
So one out, outfield playing straight away for Knott County Central. There's the pitch, and it's a line drive, base hit. And McLaurin bobbles it, but
nowhere to go there, short field.
So very short. So that was a base hit into left field for Fields.
Yeah,
and
just a little Texas leaguer there, Manus, and Reed playing 4 or 5 feet in front of the bag didn't have a chance to make a play on that.
Yeah, and as you say that, she backs up just a little bit here with runners on first and second, and in steps Eddington. And that's going to be up by 1.
Eddington got good power. Has hit a couple of home runs this year, I think.
Good athlete.
Yeah,
a very good athlete.
Moves well and good hands. Good. She just does a lot of things. She's a basketball player as well for the Lady Dogs and does a lot of good things.
And that was rocketed by Coach Combs in foul ball.
Yeah, outfield giving her good respect, playing a little deeper now.
Yes, they are.
Let's see if play a little closer to the third baseline here.
One out, runner at first and second for the Lady Dogs.
1-1 count, and as you're playing deep in the outfield, if it's through, then the runner from second probably was scored, popped up over
That's
top,
no
and
man's
it's going to
land.
be foul ball. And that's going to run the count to 1-2 now. And
yeah, we saw Bailey in warm-ups with a nice changeup. Let's see if she comes back with that changeup right here ahead in the count, something off speed.
And infield playing kind of in a little bit on the corners and up the middle, kind of playing a double play depth. Probably coming this way will McLaurin, so it's hit that way. And it is hit that way. Reed will elect to go to third. And
good
with the
smart
force
heads
out.
up play by Reed right there. Get that lead runner.
And
2 down. Easiest base now coming up.
Yep. Force all the way around.
If you're the Dogs, you want to try to maybe hit a gap somewhere, guys, or just over the infield.
And Heidi Jones will step in, 387 so far on the season. First pitch, and it's going to be up for a ball. And, runners with 2 out are going to be on the hit, are going to be moving.
Yeah, Jones a left-hander, but the Patriots playing it straight up across the defense right now. No shade at all.
And there's going to be ball 2 up. Wind still kind of a crosswind now rather than straight out like it was right before the first pitch. Blowing right up the holler here, and Knott County. Nice hit, but right at McLaurin, and that will end the inning.
Yep. We've played in half in first, so Patriots will be coming up to bat when we come back to Hyman. Stay with us.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Bottom of the first coming up. Knott Central will get their opportunity here. No score in the game so far between the Lady Bulldogs and Lady Patriots on this great softball evening. Just perfect temperature right now, no question about it, for any kind of sport outside. Oh, my.
And, you know, you don't have to worry about sun and using your glove today.
That's true. It's just perfect weather for baseball or softball game today.
And Braylon Rowe will start as the pitcher for Hazard, 6-1 with a 2.83 ERA. And like Jim mentioned several times today and mentioned just a minute ago, she really can put it in there, and, you know, to the testament of you can't just sit there and take a walk because she's going to put it in there.
No, good control. You know, she doesn't have overpowering speed, but very good control. Hits her spots real well and lets her defense play behind her.
And Kyler McAlonnis will be up for the Patriots, and that's going to be ball one, batting .405. And has great power to all areas.
All fields, yeah. That's you know, we saw her hit home runs to every part of the park, and she's the kind of girl you bring out water polo, she's going to be the best player.
Very good athlete.
Yes.
Yep. If she was in California, she probably would play water polo, and it's 2-0 to McAlonnis, and so we'll see how everything goes there. She's got a wide stance, so wherever the ball is pitched, like Jim says, she's going to hit it that way. And there it goes, and that could be out of here. And it is home run.
That's number 8 on the season.
And McAlonnis will trot the bases, Jim Bob, here in the first inning.
Excuse me, 9th home run of the season. And once again, you know, I don't know how much you pitched to her, guys.
Well, I can tell you how much I'd pitch to her.
I know we've got a camera. She did miss the camera by much out there, guys.
Well, I'm just glad it didn't go toward Aiden over there. I didn't want him to give you a hit.
Right. So a big homer by
and that's
the Patriots, and they get on the board first.
That's a nice way to start for the Lady Patriots.
Yes, it is.
That will bring Addison Conley up, batting .265 on the season.
Now, if you're the Dogs, you want to get right back on the fence here, and
that's popped up, and the call will be made by the third baseman. Nice job that time. Calling off the pitcher that time, of course, was Elkins, and that's what you got to do, have communication.
Yeah, and you know you don't want your pitcher fielding the ball if at all possible. Their job is to pitch.
You know, and some people will argue with that.
No, they're wrong.
Yeah.
They will argue with that. They'll say if that pitcher is the best athlete, sometimes do it. But I'm with you, Jim. I'm not arguing with you.
Thank you.
I'm just playing. And it's popped up, and the call will be made by Combs, and there will be 2 outs.
Patriots aggressive at the plate, guys.
Yeah.
And it goes kind of like Jim mentioned, you know, if she's going to throw strikes, you got to be ready to go up there and swing the bat. And Samara Bailey, speaking of swinging the bat, comes in with a .400 average. First pitch is a strike.
I believe she was behind that one, guys. I think she was fooled on the speed on that.
Yeah, and the pitcher doing a good job keeping it low.
0-1, 2 outs. Next pitch, and it's going to be down, and that's going to be 1-1.
As you can tell, we're by the Knott County dugout, so you get to enjoy the.
So if I start singing their chants, excuse me, and that'll be ball 2.
2-1 the count. 1-0 their score. Bottom of the first.
Roll with a pitch.
Good pitch.
Yeah,
that's
that
going to
looked
be a
good.
strike.
Right there on
2-2.
the corner.
Bailey got to get in there now and protect the plate.
Yeah,
Gotta be a
deuces
little
wild. We
aggressive.
got 2 outs,
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Roll will step back. Here comes the pitch, and it's ground ball, and it goes, and it's bobbled by Combs, and Bailey will get on with the error.
I think Combs may have watched the runner there just a second to check.
Yeah,
and
raised the
lost-
head up and
Yeah.
bobbled the ball a little
Yeah,
bit.
lost contact.
And with Bailey being the pitcher, we'll have a courtesy runner for Bailey, and that will be number 10, and number 10 is looks like that's
Tasia Stacy.
Yep, that's what I see.
I was trying to help you out, Manus. I know
Thank you.
with your older eyes, it's hard to disseminate those small
But I
numbers.
did go to the eye doctor Tuesday, and I will have new glasses next week. So,
Looks like Reed will get ready to step in and get ready to go here.
and Reed batting 171 on the season, as Stacy will lead off, and it's right back squared on it.
You know, Reed with the low batting average, but against Letcher Central, she had a double, a
Yes.
triple, both.
Yeah.
First 2 at-bats, and I think 4 RBIs. So very capable of hitting the ball with power.
So 2 outs, runner on first, Roll with a pitch, and
Now,
foul back again.
Nice off-speed pitch
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
guys.
I said, she doesn't do anything overpowering, but just really good control and changes up
Right.
the speeds well.
And, you know, that allows the defense to be ready. Anytime you throw strikes, the defense is ready to make a play.
Yeah, that's a great point, Manus.
And there's a hit down the
It's gonna
left
be a
field
foul.
line, and it will be foul.
Drew getting a little aggressive there, trying to get the ball down the line, Jim. Maybe to move her teammate over.
And, you know, a lot of times when I see that as a coach or I'm going to try to throw a change up on the outer half.
That's exactly
the way-
right. You know, you don't want to speed the bat up, and
Pitch is up, and that will be 1-2 on Drew Reed.
Thought she would chase that one, guys. Put it up in their eyes.
And that's smart on,
yeah,
on her
absolutely.
behalf. Roll with the pitch, and it's going to be popped up. Call made by Elkins, and that will end the inning.
We played 1-0 Knott County. Second inning coming up. Stay with us.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Top of the second, getting ready to start here at Knott County Central softball field. 1-0, Patriots over the Dogs. Dogs will be back at the plate. And Manus, a little difference in softball and baseball. You know, a softball game moves right along. Yeah, I mean,
That's why it's called fast pitch.
absolutely. What do you think about it, Jim?
well, I know when I was the athletic director, it was so nice. I could go watch 5 innings of softball, then go down to the baseball field. It'd be in the second inning. So I got to get
agree
all
with
the
it.
ball I could get
I
in.
agree with that.
And a lot of times we would go down and watch a baseball game, go back to the softball game, and then go back to the baseball game.
Oh,
So,
plenty of time.
yeah, so both of them are enjoyable. I enjoy both of them. And
Well, it's just, you know, from a standpoint from calling the game, it's,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
going from the pressure of basketball
Oh.
and the fast-paced, it's
Yeah.
more of a, we can actually soak the game in a little bit more, I guess is the proper way of saying it. And if you can't
Yeah.
enjoy being outside watching this, guys, you don't have a
Yeah.
pulse.
And, you know, like David was talking about, we've got a good crowd that's easy its way
Yeah.
in. And I see Superintendent Kahn
Boy,
Yes,
he
he's got his Knott County hat on.
Well, he just got a year older, guys, and I mean, he's already pretty old.
Stallings will lead us off here in the top of the second.
Bailey throws a first pitch strike, and Stallings batting .308 on the season. Kind of playing a little bit deeper in the box than some of the other girls for Hazard. And there's a knock to the right side.
Dials
Makes
on
a
the
beat on it, and it's going to be dropped. Throw's going to come in, and that's going to be a two-base error.
You know, the ball went in her glove, but it
popped right out.
Yeah, it popped out.
And, you know, sometimes a little bit of wind will do that. And, you know, slicing off of a right-hander's bat, it's going back opposite. And there's going to be a ground ball, and it's going to be foul one. So, and that's Elkins, Reagan Elkins, batting .286 on the season for the Lady Bulldogs. Trying to get out in front of it. Trying to hit it in between the 5-6 hole over here on the left side. And the ball's down, ball one. 1-1.
Yeah, very nice stop back there by Waddell at Hindcatcher that time to dig that one out to prevent the runner from getting to third.
And Bailey with the rope. And here comes the pitch, and it's going to be foul, but that'll make it 1-2.
Elkins wanting to drive that ball over the right side there, guys.
Yeah, that ball had a lot of spin on it when it came out foul.
It did.
Had rattlesnake written all over it.
Yeah, it sure did.
So here we go. 1-2. Bailey eyes the catcher's mitt, and here comes the pitch, and it's popped up. Call is going to be made by Reed, and with two hands, and it's going to be the first out of the inning.
Looks like Combs will come up for the Lady Dogs, trying to get something started here in the top of the second.
And Maggie Combs batting .394 came on for the Lady Bulldogs in basketball.
She did indeed. Had a good season there to finish up to give Bulldogs an extra strength, Manus Blair.
Yep, and it's popped up, and it's going to be called. And Conley snares it, and that's going to be 2 outs. That will bring Haley Jones up to bat, and she's batting .438. Now, how many other teams can you go down in the 9-hole and you got a .438 batter?
Not many.
A lot of coaches, though, they like to do that two top of the, like two leadoff hitters, having your number 9 and number 1.
Exactly.
Both with a high on-base percentage.
Waddell, once again, with a good stop in there as the ball was low, ball 1.
Waddell doing a nice job catching for the Patriots there.
Just an 8th grader, going to be an outstanding softball player. Already is.
Absolutely.
2 down, runner on second. That's Stallings, and trying to get a 2-out hit by Jones, and that one's down as well.
Good discipline by Jones.
Definitely.
She thought about it, but she said, too low.
You know, and sometimes, you're trying with a runner on second, you're trying to hit it to the right side in between and the 3 and the 4 spot. Bailey toes the rubber. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be up.
Yep.
And now with a 3-0, do you let her swing?
Yeah, 2 outs. I'm going to let her swing right here. I mean, I'm going to try to throw a strike and come back and get her with 2 outs. But, I'm not going to throw something super fat.
So here we go.
Bulldogs with a runner at second.
And there's the hit. And it's got that spin on it to Conley. And Stallings is going to be held up.
Conley right there to make the play, but the ball spin the other way on her.
I don't know what do we give? Did we give a?
Yeah, I would probably think that's an error.
Okay, that's what I had written down, so I'm going to go with you. And that one had, I said rattlesnake, hadn't had rattlesnake and copper.
Yeah, I could tell.
That was a tough play there, guys. I swear, spin on that.
And that will bring up Mallory Combs to the top of the lineup, who lined out to left. And there goes the runner with a steal, the